Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Large Meridian Outdoor Wall Sconce. This is the 30-56-15. A lot of details, so let's get into it. There's three sizes of this, and we're going to be talking about the large one today. I actually have the glass from the medium one because we have that one on display in our showroom. Watch the video on the medium size because I'm going to be able to have that on the table showing you the setup of the back plate and lots of good details, so make sure you watch that video. Also, there's a smaller one. There's also a post light, which is absolutely gorgeous, and hanging fixtures that come on chains, so check those out too. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. This is 15.7 inches high, 9.4 inches wide, has a projection from the wall out, coming out at 10.9. That's going to be from the wall itself to the very edge of the fixture. When we get into the mounting height, we're 10.2 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the electrical outlet box. You're going to be using one of these on your wall most likely, and that's going to come in right into the middle of that. Back plate on this is 11 inches tall and 8 inches wide. So if you're cutting a block to go into some clapboard or shingle, you want to be a little bit bigger all the way around. So you'll probably be coming in 12 and a half, 13 inches tall maybe, and probably about 10 inches wide. So you have a little bit of a gap. Your back plate is going to be a little smaller than your block. Just remember that. Talk to your installer about that kind of stuff, because that's the first question they're going to ask you when you're getting all this kind of stuff together is how big is the back plate on this. And watch that other video because I do get into the fact that it's a little indented in the back, so little details there. Let's get into glass really quick. And remember, this is the glass from the medium one, so it's going to be smaller than the one we're talking about today. You're going to have this clear outer seated glass and it has little air bubbles in it. It's really beautiful. Hubbardton's glass is all handmade, so it's pretty spectacular, and people love the seated glass on lots of different fixtures. Inside, you're going to have a diffuser that's going to be opal glass. You can't see through it. It's a beautiful white. I'll get into a lot of details on opal later in this video. It's also a pretty good sized piece of glass, and what goes into this is going to be a medium base socket. So a medium base socket is the good old-fashioned socket we all grew up with. It's also called a Type A. And you can go up to 100 watts for incandescent in this if you guys want to. Just a regular screw in, there's nothing special about it. If you want to go LED, and I think you should, there's lots of different options you can do. And like I said, it's a big piece of glass, so you can get a lot in here. When you get into light output from LEDs, it's really the size of the LED at the end of the day that's going to dictate a lot of what's going on. This is an A20 bulb. It's bigger than the one I was holding a second ago. It can fit into that piece of glass if you want to, and I can get this easily in up to a 150 watt equivalent or a 200 watt equivalent if you really need to go that much. This is a regular A19. This is the same size as this I was holding a second ago. Okay, same size. This is a traditional size light bulb. I can find these easily 60 watt equivalent in LEDs. This is a phosphorus LED, easily 100 watt equivalent. And I have found them up to 150 watt equivalent at, I think it was a GE coming out of Walmart, and it was a clear one like this, lots of these little orange lines inside. But you don't necessarily have to go that much if you want to. It's a dimmable fixture. Make sure you put it on a dimmer if you're going to be doing that. If you're going to be using this around an outdoor pool behind your house, or maybe on an enclosed porch or something like that, put it on a dimmer so you can always dim these things down. You can always get these bulbs dimmable if you guys want to go there. And I always talk about the color of light coming out of LEDs. So there's a spectrum of light you're going to be able to see on the package, or if you're online looking at LEDs. It's going to start off at 2700 Kelvin. That is a super yellow light, almost like a setting sun. In some circumstances, may be good on this fixture. Way on the other side of that is going to be called daylight. And daylight sounds warm and it's not warm. That is a kind of a bluish white hospital waiting room light. That's going to be 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 on that Kelvin scale that you see on the package, or if you're online and you see that little, it's like a little chart. It has a little arrow kind of pointing where you are on that bulb. What we usually just use in our showroom, and it looks great, it looks a lot like the light that you're used to coming out of an incandescent bulb. It's going to be called warm white. Warm white is 3,000 Kelvin. The light's coming down on my hands right now. This is all nice, warm, almost incandescent looking light, and this is an LED, many LEDs, and this is 3,000 Kelvin. So that's kind of the way we like to go with most of the lighting in our showroom, and probably where you want to go too. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with, and they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces, and it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, you know, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, you know, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right, where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets, and custom things are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.